Hello, this is a video on Algol, the demon star of Lilith. Now why is it a demon star? And what does it have to do with Lilith? You're gonna know in this video. So my name is Georges Verbena. I'm an expert on astrology, asteroids, fixed stars, and Lilith. And Algol is an aspect of Lilith. So if you know the natal chart, you have different planets, you have different stars, and each aspect is an aspect of the psyche. So think about the psyche is like a house with many mansions, like it says in the Bible, and in each mansion there's a part of you, a personality, and this part of your personality can be strong, prominent, visible, or it can be weak, invisible. And if you have something conjunction Algol within a 2-degree orbit in your natal chart, then this aspect of you, which is Algol, will be strong, will be prominent in your life, and prominent for the planet it is conjunction with. So Algol, what is it about? Well, you need to first get into the mythology. The Algol myth is that Medusa was a beautiful priestess of Athena. Athena is basically the goddess of wisdom, which rules the rational mind. Okay? Keep note of that. And this goddess of wisdom was worshipped by Medusa, and Medusa was visited in her temple by Poseidon, Neptune. Take note of that. And she was raped by Neptune. And then, after she was raped, Athena visited the temple, saw the rape on Medusa's body, and Athena said to her, "You have defiled my temple, and for that you must be punished." That is the official story. But there is another version of the story in which it was said that Athena told Medusa, "You have been defiled, and now you need to protect yourself. You need to learn how to defend yourself against those who raped you and pillaged you." So essentially, it's a story about self-protection after somebody was raped, pillaged, defiled, abused, and that's basically the story behind the star. After this has happened, Medusa was transformed. She became a Gorgon, the mother of Gorgons, which is the mother of snakes, which, as you know, everybody that entered the temple was turned to stone after they gazed on Medusa. So Medusa's gaze, her eyes alone, scared people. And this is actually a part of Lilith, the eyes. Because Lilith, her passion comes through the eyes. Because, as you know, the eyes are the windows to the soul, and everybody can see the darkness in the Lilith individual. And this darkness makes the Lilith person, or the Algol person, very dangerous. So dangerous that everybody turns to stone. So that's one thing. Number two is, the one who raped and defiled Medusa was Neptune, the planet of illusion and deception and manipulation. So Algol people are frequently confronted with these kinds of individuals who manipulate them, try to defile them through Neptune themes. Yeah? So the abuse that Algol people encounter must come through somebody who embodies Neptune qualities of illusion and deception and manipulation and unity consciousness. Because unity consciousness means, Algol person, you are not allowed to be separate. I need to control you by making you a part of me. So I will rape you. And Algol is prominent in your chart if you have a very strong instinct to defend yourself. So Algol is activated by the need to protect yourself against a rape. So think about it like this, as if you have been blessed by the goddess of wisdom, Athena, because you have Algol in your natal chart. And now with this blessing, you are protected. You have divine protection against vampires, narcissists, psychopaths, Neptunian shapeshifters, which are actually the snakes. But to defend yourself against snakes, you must become a snake as well. You must be a monster to defend yourself against monsters. And that's exactly what Athena said to Medusa. If you want to survive, you must give them a taste of their own medicine. And so I will give you the power to do that. I will give you the power of Algol. And of course, because everybody is so scared of Algol, they're scared of being exposed. What else? Of course. If it's about vision, seeing them clearly, of course it's about being exposed. And only those who are afraid of being seen, for they are demons, for real, demons actually, like predators, narcissists, only those people will be triggered by the Algol individual. Well, not quite. You would think so, right? Got you there. No, actually. Everybody on some level gets scared by Algol. Because Algol is an archetypal expression of Lilith, which is, think about it like this. Algol is in Taurus, which rules the neck. Yes? So it's in 26 degrees Taurus right now. And the next new moon will be conjunction that on May 19th, 2023. But it's in the throat because the throat rules the pleasure principle. If you eat and you swallow, you get pleasure. If you swallow, it's also sexual, obviously. So it's the Venus principle. So this is the part of Lilith, which is the Venus part. Think about Lilith being split into the true black moon Lilith, which is the oscillating apogee H13, when you want to look it up, or mean black moon Lilith, which is the normal version of Lilith, which everybody knows about, can look it up in the additional objects tab on most websites. And then there is Algol, and then there is Valdemar, some weird version of Lilith, I don't know. And all of these Liliths are different parts. The true black moon is the spirit part of Lilith. So think about like the soul of Lilith, which is the most hidden part of her psyche. But then the mean version of Lilith is the physical body, the body of Lilith. And Medusa is the Venus, is the love of Lilith. The love, yeah. The love of Lilith is Algol, because it's through love that you get defiled. Those who desire you will destroy you, and because of that damage, maybe now other people get afraid of being destroyed by you, because that's generally how it works, isn't it? Somebody destroys you, so you learn how to destroy them in return. Algol, and this power is because you are desiring people. You desire them. You want them. You want to look into their soul. You're scanning them with your eyes, with your vision, the Algol vision. And it's this vision that scares people, because Algol is about protection. It's about protection against dark forces, against black magic. So you're scanning people so fiercely and so psychically that people are unable to hide from that high frequency if you have it in a natal position, prominent somewhere. So that's basically how it works. And what is the Algol behavior? Algol behavior is that when you see injustice being done to you, you need to do something about it. You represent the monstrous part of Lilith, which fights back quite fiercely to protect herself. But it's only about protection. So Algol would not come as an aggressor. Algol people are not trying to look out for people, trying to destroy them. But if you are destroying someone, it's because you believe it is going to protect you, or it's going to protect other people somehow. And this is something that Algol people must do. They must protect the community from those who are predators. Think about somebody who is a spy or a scout, somebody who is scanning the community to find those who are criminals hiding sheep's clothing but wolves underneath. You're supposed to find those people, expose them, get rid of them, and then your job is done. That's basically it in its behavior. But at the soul of Algol, at the heart of Algol, is the desire to show your show your bestiality. And of course this happens through the physical body, for sexuality, for anything that is beast-like in nature. And of course this beast-likeness, again, it scares people. It scares people because it shows them that you are a force to be reckoned with. And that you are about desire and being desired. And this is the top priority. So you will trigger people's insecurities. If somebody feels like they are not worthy of being desired, then they will envy you and will think that you are judging them or you are out to get them, because clearly you are comfortable in your own skin. Because especially if it's on the sun or the moon, it's supposed to amplify the way you feel about yourself. Maybe you feel like a beast physically because it's in Taurus, so it deals with the material realm. The way you deal with a pleasure principle for your body is very sensual, and you need to show it to everyone. Show everyone your worth, your value. That you're not somebody to be defiled and to be raped. And why is that? Why is it so important? Well, because you're supposed to serve as a reminder that bestiality is not something to be feared. It's something to be worshipped and celebrated. And of course, because bestiality is feared and repressed in the collective, normally most people are afraid of you. And if they're not afraid of you, then they may not understand you because it's repressed, right? Lilith herself is repressed. So in order to be yourself, you must be misunderstood. You must be regarded as difficult, unpleasant, evil even, which is why we call it the demon star, because it's one of the most feared aspects of Lilith, but this is the star aspect. And unlike the points of a moon, which are the true black moon, this star has a more solar energy. So if Lilith is a woman, well, even Lilith as a woman has a feminine and a masculine inside of her. So perhaps this is more of a masculine way of dealing with Lilith's energy, more expressive, more outwards, taking action. But of course, because the action part of Lilith is even harder than the being part, you may even repress it even more, hide it even more. And actually, when you're hiding, when you're closed with Algol, because there's a closed expression and an open expression with every asteroid, every fixed star, if your Algol is closed, you are the one who is frozen. Not other people, but you. Because you're so afraid of other people being scared of you that you just freeze yourself. But if you're actualizing Algol, if you're opening it, then you are the one who strikes fear into other people. And you need to be comfortable with that. And when you're comfortable with that, and you're no longer afraid of making other people afraid, then it can all work out for you. And I think that's basically the key lesson of this fixed star. To not let fear rule you, but to integrate fear. But it's a natural part of your life, and it's okay for people to be scared of you. And what to do? It's just the nature of a star. It's just how it works. Of course, maybe this can be a lesson to you if you have other Lilith placements as well, like the black moon, because it works very similar to that. Like I know from my experience that with my Lilith on the sun, I was always afraid that if I look at people, they see that I want them, and that they see that I'm looking at them. I'm not looking at their physical body specifically, but I'm trying to look inside of them. And I always felt that people are afraid of that by nature. I guess it's just normal to be afraid of that, of being seen for some reason. So the only way to integrate it is to just accept it and deal with it. Not much else there is to say with it, really. You just have to deal with it. But what is it that you're dealing with? Because you may feel the Algol, you may feel the Lilith, but you don't know what it is. So your natural mode of functioning is to just hold it back, because you don't know what to do with it, basically. Because obviously nobody else knows what to do with you, except to judge you, condemn you, and demonize you. So it confuses you. So hopefully you will be a little bit less confused after this video. So if you like this explanation about Algol, leave a like and subscribe, leave a comment, boost me, and thanks for watching.